Good morning, everybody. Sarah's Saturday sofa session, Saturday 11 a.m. How is everyone? I hope everyone is keeping well, enjoying the football. I'm not really a football lover, but I have to say that I've been watching it. And I think we have to be patient with people who don't like football and with the people who do. And that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to be talking about patience. They say patience is a virtue. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is it's a real tough skill to master. And it is a skill. It's the ability to stay calm while you're waiting for an outcome that you need or want. There's a researcher called Sarah Schwartz. She says there's 3 varieties of patience. There's interpersonal patience, there's life hardship patience, and daily hassle patience, which I think is the one that most of us would relate to be fair. So I'm going to go through those 3, and then we're going to look at impatience. Hi everyone, lovely, all of you popping in and out. This is great. I love it when you all come in and see me. So interpersonal then, that's about being patient with other people, their demands, their requests, the good sides, their bad sides, their positives, their negatives, their failures and all that. I don't like the word failure because I don't think anyone fails, but that's how they rate it. Life hardship is about perseverance, overcoming a setback, a serious setback in your life. So that could be something more on the emotional side, I think. So it could be something like illness or, bereavement or a loss of some sort. And then you have daily hassles. Daily hassles, they're events out of our control. And I've had a lot of conversation this week about controlling and about thought process and about mindset. And I've talked to quite a few people about it. And everyone has a very different view, which is fine because we're all entitled to our own view. But I think we have to be patient with ourselves. And with that, patient with our thoughts. Because thoughts turn into the actions. But we can't control tomorrow. And there's certain things we have to be patient about so that we don't worry or overthink unnecessarily. Because over worrying and overthinking produces more stress. But the only person who gets stressed out about it is yourself, because it's all in here. So be patient with yourself. And that comes in with the daily hassles. The daily hassles, the events out of our control, like being in a traffic jam and getting impatient with people in the traffic and looking out your window, what's going on, and huffing and puffing and all those things. Could be waiting for a computer program to load. I think that can be quite frustrating, and frustrating is part of patience. So what are the negative sides of being patient? Some people will think you're a bit of a pushover, I think, because you're always on a level. People think that you're, they don't really care. They don't get stressed out about it, do they? I don't believe there's any need to. If you take things a certain way, if you look at things a certain way, and you can do it calmly. So, other benefits of being patient are positivity, and I do believe that you become more focused and more productive if you're patient, because you're calm. And in the workplace or even with other people, if they don't accept your calmness, your patience, and they look at you as a pushover, then all you've got to do is be polite and gracious and a little bit more assertive. And then they will respect you for the way that you are. And everyone has their different aspects and everyone has their different way of looking things. But patience is a virtue, but a massive skill to actually work on. And I think you have to work on it every day. And I think patience comes with practice. And practice you can do just through breathing exercises, meditations, short meditations, or just taking back a couple of seconds in your life before you make a decision. So the opposite then to patience is impatience. It's the root of frustration, a feeling of rising stress that starts when you feel that your needs and wishes aren't being met, or they're being ignored, by yourself as well as others. So I think we are far more impatient now than we probably have ever been. And I do think that that's down to our lovely technology, which it has its good sides and it has its bad sides, the same with everything in life. But I think we are got so much more accessibility at a click of a button that our expectation of others is that we'll work by a click of a button. But actually, not everybody does. So what kind of things would you class as triggers for impatience? The symptoms are things like hand clenching, restless legs, tense muscles, and then you've got the huffing and puffing, which there's many people I know that do a lot of that deep breathing and heavy puffing, and they're getting all stressed out, and it's because they're impatient, and they're impatient because they might be impatient with themselves or someone else. The triggers for impatience are normally physical triggers, hunger, fatigue, dehydration. Mostly, I would say, reflect on the last time you became impatient and see what your triggers were. And then you'll be able to learn to understand yourself better, and it's all about self-managing. What else about patience? It's about just being calm. It's about just taking a bit of time out for yourself. And I think that we do become more focused and we do become more productive instead of racing around at 150 miles an hour. I don't understand what the rush is in life. Time does not speed up. Time goes at the same time every day. A second is a second, a minute is a minute, an hour is an hour. We can't speed it up. It is what it is. Now, I have something to share with you about patience. And it's a little saying. And the saying is this: the key to everything is patience. You get the chicken by hatching the egg, not by smashing it open. And I think that that is a very, very good quote, and it will really, really make you think about how we look on life. So, my patience is to do things calmly and to listen to people. Listening is a very good key to becoming patient. Don't interrupt someone when they're talking to you. Wait until they finished a sentence. I think these days that's very, very hard generally. But I think patience is a skill, and I think we need to work on it every day. I'm going to change things around a bit from now on. Most of my Saturday sofa sessions are usually between 8 and 10 minutes, and they're every week. But I've decided that I'm not going to do them every week now. I'm going to do them every fortnight, and make them a little bit longer, so that I can research and give you a bit more in-depth on certain things and certain subjects. But you must come back to me if there's anything that you want to talk about, because this session is about you. This is about us sharing our experiences and talking about things that matter in life. I'm very, very excited that I have two businesses who are going to be with me on the sofa in the next couple of months. We've got MCC Marine. They're quite local to us down in the south in Hamble. And then I've got a lovely lady who's part of a networking group I go to called Sandy Marshall. She's going to be talking about mental health, especially in the workplace. So those two are there to look forward to. In the meantime, I won't see you next week. I'll see you the week after. You can catch up on my podcast on my website. My website's on the bottom of the screen. And new website, by the way. And everything will change into a blog. So they're always there to look at. They're always there to read or view. Have a really, really good week. Let's hope the football's positive tonight. But all of you guys and girls watching it, patience, stay calm. Have a really good week. Best of luck to everyone. Bye.